Collective, let's clear some smoke. We're going to take a look at past, present, and future energy for you for this session. See what the divine wants and needs you to know. So let's tap right on in. Get 3 cards for the main energy regarding past, present, and future for you. Too many. Let's try that again. 2 more cards, please, divine. Chakra did flip. Okay. I do hope that all is well and that you are doing well, darling. So let's see. Energy from the past is about romantic love showing up. 39 breaking down to a 12, breaking down to a 3. 3s are about growth, creativity, and expression. And so you're revisiting some energy from romantic love here in the past. And the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Okay? So this could be someone that you're reflecting back to from your past who you just were really in alignment with, and you really felt seen, and that you mattered to this person in the largest and the smallest of ways. This was a person who really had attention to detail in regards to romantic love. They were a very good suitor and partner for you. At the center, which at present is root chakra, the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. And in reflecting back to this relationship or this connection with this person, it is reminding you at present of what real love really truly looks like. Now, this feels like someone that the relationship ended, but due to no fault of either of yours. It was either the circumstances were out of your control as to why the relationship had to come to an end, but it was not anything between you guys that soured the relationship. It was other factors. And the root chakra here in the environment is where you want to get centered and grounded. Perhaps you're dealing with right now a very challenging or trying relationship or a trying time in your romantic life. And you're just, the divine is bringing this relationship back to you to let you know that, the situation you're in right now at present, to get your feet under you and get centered and get strong, and because you do understand what real and true love is and what it feels like. At present, you may not be experiencing that with the person that you find yourself in connection with, but that does not mean that you don't deserve it, nor that you don't know what it is. And someone may be very well trying to convince you otherwise of that. Okay, and that's why that is why this is coming back to you from your past. You may have buried this or put it away, or you may have thought you romanticized it. Say it was like, you may have diminished it in a way of saying, oh, that was just puppy love, or you were very young, and of course it was this. No, real true love is real true love, no matter what age you are, and when you experience it, you know when you know. And now with what you have going on here, you realize what it really looks like. And it's not that this was some fairy tale imagining. It was very real. It was very serious. It was very true. It was very challenging. It was very pure. It was very honest, etc. As well as it being a lot of fun, a lot of carefreeness, a lot of romanticism, a lot of great energy, a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of lust. But it was also about education and growth, trust, truth, etc. Okay, now, and ones are about new beginnings, potential, and new initiatives. And this is what you're being asked to do at present, to look at things with new lenses and understanding that it's not necessarily you, it's what the circumstances surrounding you. Okay, now, and you must get centered and grounded within yourself so that the divine can connect fully to you and let you know why you're here and what you're seeing at present. Now, in the near future, We have crown chakra. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Just letting it marinate because that's all that needs to be said there. Okay. 7, spirituality, wisdom, exploration. Again, the divine coming in. You have to get centered in the flesh, in the environment. You have to get stabilized. You have to make the choice to stabilize yourself so that the crown chakra can open and show you what your divine can show you what the future holds. Okay, can give you the vision that you need to put yourself on path to work in partnership with the divine to create and manifest what it is that you have secretly hold in your heart. Okay, so let's get some more details out here as to what's going on. Open heart, open mind, my dear. Deep breath. Let's get ready to receive what the divine needs you to know. Go ahead and get 6 cards or 12 cards. Let's go a little deeper. So 2 thoughts came in. One is the lady and the tramp, and the other was a false lover. Okay, and with the energies out here, yeah. And so this is where you had this, why that reflection is coming back, of that beautiful memory of that romantic love that was really beautiful. And remember, if you're fan of Game of Thrones, you remember the connection that Jon Snow had with the oh Lord, it's been so long since I watched the show. Was it Wildlings? Which they actually ended up getting married in real life. Okay, so anyway, 7 of coins in reverse. There's no more work to be put in here, babe. Okay, because if you look around you, just got the vision of looking around you in the field. You're the only one that's doing the work. You're the only one that's plowing the field, tilling the soil, pulling the weeds. You're out from sun up to sundown, doing all the work to make sure that this crop comes in. But, and of course the universe is doing its part, but it may be a drought right now. There may not be any rain coming. It may be dust, and the other person is just sitting back, playing injured in some kind of way, and which leads you to do the work dutifully. Okay, the Lover's card is here with the 8 of Cups. Is this promise of this energy, and this is why you're doing it, because you feel this need. Now, remember, this relationship with John was with her. He really did open up her heart. It was his first true real love, as discussed with the romantic love. But with the circumstances around them, they couldn't move forward with each other. Wanted to, was haunted by her for a while, but couldn't. I forget how, it's been so long since I watched the series. I don't know if it was a tragic ending or not. Now I gotta go. Am I gonna have to go back and watch this? Now I'm curious, y'all. But either way, they did not break apart because they didn't want to be together. That wasn't the case. John had something else to do. It was a part of his destiny. But her love was a very necessary thing for him to understand and feel what it really is to be loved for yourself and who you are. Not because of what you have, not because of the promise of who you're going to be or who you're trying to become, but simply because I love you for love's sake. Now, the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups is your dead center, and it is the divine hinting and signaling to you that you need to walk away from what no longer is serving you. Now, there may be several people around you that are encouraging this relationship for you to stay dutiful, and you can't just give up on things so easily, but people don't understand that this is not something that you've been easily doing. It's not easy for you. The relationship it's not, you've confused struggle with effort. Okay, hence that false, what was it? False love? I don't know. You realize now that there has been a deception here, a sleight of hand. Where this person is claiming that they're so injured and this is this and this, and they may have gave you this really great story about, great meaning not great in terms of it being a positive one, but a great and varied, elaborate story of what they've been through in their past, and it's pulled on your heartstrings to go 10 times harder than you would normally, so this person would understand how much you value them and you care for them, while they've been Nine of Coins energy, standing back independently and just reaping the benefits and growing and getting better and better, while you are emotionally at being starved. Okay. And having to walk away because it's just taking too much from you. The Six of Coins to the Hangman is where you've been patiently waiting for them to give back equal take of what they've been promising. However, the Hangman is here too, of where you don't want to bow out too quickly, but you've been in a place of analysis paralysis, because they're not necessarily doing anything wrong. They're doing what you know them to do, but there's a lot of just promises here. And there's something about this person having some type of handicap, or they're handicapped in a way, not like physically, not that, but it's just something like, somebody just like acts like they're just incapable of something, or it's too painful. It's just some kind of way that they, and you're being tasked as this caregiver to them, and it's a way for them to get an edge, for you to give them more and more time and be more and more patient with them, or not try to push them in a certain way. They can't handle that, like that kind of thing. Justice card here with the Six of Cups, double sixes out. Sixes are about cooperation, harmony, and compassion. But with this Seven of Pentacles or Seven of Coins in reverse to this Justice, it will be served for you. With the Seven of Coins here, you've planted seed right now in yourself that will sprout, but it's not going to sprout here. It's not going to come to fruition with this person and in this connection at this time. It's not going to happen here. The Six of Cups is going to be something coming back from your past. Okay, someone or something is going to come back to you, because you all have had time away now, and you're magnetizing and attracting each other. You're coming back to each other's space. Now this is it's in the future for you. But right now, at present, you have to walk away from what no longer serving you before you begin to diminish yourself and consistently adapt to this person and how they move. And then eventually the parts of you that are truly about who you are and would make you feel and know that love is present in you will begin to dry out. They won't be able to grow. You won't be able to flourish here as a human being and as a person, because they are literally in a lot of ways sucking that life force out of you. They diminish you in certain ways. It's like they're not, this is not a person that is verbally or physically violent, but they are devious. They are the type of person that just consistently, do you have to be so loud, or there's little things that you just start to constantly adapt into the true nature of who you are. The true spirit of who you are is just slowly dying off, because you're trying to become what this person wants you to be in order to consistently, earn their love or their attention. And what happened to this person is, wherever the situation that a great and elaborate story that started out, maybe they come from a situation such as the one that they're putting on you. It was a very insidious way of which this person lived. It just started to take control and manipulate them. And now they're doing this energy to you. They may be aware of it. At some points they are aware of it. It's a controlling factor. But they don't do it in this way that's just so, it always seems like it's for your betterment. It's for your best. It's better for you. It's good for you. But they're taking away the very things that make you you, that attracted them to you in the first place. But they're taking it from you and incorporating it into who they are. They're becoming more of you, and you're becoming less of yourself. Okay. The Empress being in reverse to this Nine of Coins. See, this is the case. You're here. You're the Empress energy, and you're muting that with this Ten of Coins to the Eight of Cups, and then this Nine of Coins. And they're coming out. They're not even going into a court card energy. They're just taking the power from you, all of your resources, and selling it as if it's their own. But you are already fully, you know, your Empress energy, which reflects this Lovers too, and this Justice. Something really great is coming in a romantic house, but you have to be ready to receive it, and you can't receive it if this situation is still going on with this person that's showing up Nine of Coins and putting your Empress energy in reverse because you don't want to outshine them. You don't want to make them feel whatever. And it's just like this person should be proud to be at your side, and they should be stepping their energy up in order to kind of, you know, get into the same vibe and energy. But instead they want you to diminish and become less of who you are, up until a certain point, because they need a lot of that energy to get what they want from you. Okay. This Ten of Coins is also your resources. This is how you're coming in. This is where they are. They're always short. And they constantly want you to walk away from friend circles and everything else, people that they feel are a threat to them, and will remind you of what they lack. Okay. That handicap again. Now, the Page of Spears here to the Moon card. The divine is trying to work really diligently with you to show you and give you visions of a new path and what you need to work towards for yourself, so that you can clear your energy first. Because I feel like the divine is asking, like, I don't want you to hop into something and feel like you're going to be bringing in too much energy from this situation. It's not going to take you long to cleanse yourself from this person, because once you pull away from them enough, that Empress energy was the energy of creation, is going to come right back. It's going to boomerang back so quickly that you'll realize, like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I must have, I don't even know, right? This Moon card here, you know, you're going to have to walk in faith, and the path will be revealed. Okay. But right now you have there's this real, like, sense of guilt with this situation. How this person has kind of had this hold over you, this programming, because of, again, this great and elaborate story of what they went through previously, and you wanted to come in and just kind of have the hero be the hero complex. I want to save you from that. And in process, you've lost yourself, saving them but losing yourself. So let's see what the divine wants you to know here moving forward. Divine strategy. May I have 5 best cards, please? Here we go. Emperor, divine counterpart, is here and coming. The King of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is representative of the person that you're currently in relationship with. It is, the divine is letting you know that this person is self-serving. You have felt that for a while. And something specifically happened recently that really showed, they really did, their mask disappeared for just a moment, and you saw that green lizard underneath. You saw that forked tongue. Okay, because King of Swords is the Night King. Icy, cold. Something happened, and you were just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they quickly adjusted that mask and put their skin back in place and was like, oh, I don't know what, I was just, I'm so sorry. I just get into this place and I've just come from and they started telling that story. Pull that wool over your eyes, like, oh yeah, that bleeding heart energy. But the Empress is in reverse as well, and that's also taking back power and control, and getting ready to unleash it too. Knight of Cups. You got that inner, just as an example, this Empress in reverse, kind of like the Scarlet Witch and the second Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, where she was the mother and she started walking and doing other stuff. She was kind of like that. You don't have to go like I've told you, this is me being reasonable, right? But you're not gonna get that far into it. Like, it ain't gonna happen. But it could. It could. If this person decides they want to try to show you who's in power, you'll be like, no, don't let me have to call my power back and then and destroy you in the process. Let me just get on out of here before I turn. You know what I'm saying? We know how she was acting. Then what was it? Vision and Wanda. Like, it was. You okay? Okay. Okay. The Six of Swords to the Emperor. You know it's time to move forward towards this emperor that's coming in. It's also a sign that that's going to happen once you leave behind this false king. You can step into the realm and the energy and the vibration of attracting and being open to receive this emperor to match your empress. And then the Wheel of Fortune, the opportunity will create itself for you guys to move forward on the wheel and create a truly divine connection and relationship, one that you deserve. Now, it may not be with this person that we were talking about at the top of the romantic love. It very well could be. But you are not to try to create and try to figure out who that person is going to be. Now, if the person is within your realm and in your energy, your orbit, etc., you're already talking to this person or you're communicating with this person, that'll unfold naturally and organically. You're not to interfere with the process, but you are to learn this. You are to be focused on the journey, because there are things and lessons that the divine is going to teach you on the path in order to really be able to truly accept, receive this love. First, it must be born within yourself in order to receive it, and respect it, and see it in the other person, in this emperor. So that the Wheel of Fortune is after that to create the opportunity to go into relationship and deeper bond and connection of a divine counterpart. That has to happen first. You're not to interfere with the process, but you are to understand that you are on the journey. Your part is to remove yourself from the situation and relationship that is no longer serving you, and to recognize and be truthful to yourself, that to know that that is a fact, and it is a factor in what's holding you back energetically, because things in your life that are not concerned in a relationship are being affected. Friendship, family, work. You're being pulled away and pulled in too many different directions because this person is creating this web of craziness and deceit. And you can't think clearly. You have to call your power back to yourself, okay? Hence how Wanda was doing the day walking, because she didn't want to accept that she didn't, I have children elsewhere. She's like, Wanda, you don't have any children. But I do have children. Not here. See what I'm saying? Got to get back on the plane. You have to be present. That root chakra, grounded in reality and what's really going on. Okay. All right. That is your session. I do hope it was of assistance to you. I appreciate you, especially your time and your valuable attention. And do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.